This is why you keep losing the game. This is why you keep burning out. This is why you can't find joy inside of what you're doing. The games that you are playing are based on finite games. They're games based on this end result that you think you're looking for. Look, I've hit some end results in a bunch of my goals, and it just didn't feel as magical as I thought it would. I sold the company, paid off all my debt, had more money than I've ever had in my bank account. Um, I got my black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I moved to Costa Rica. I opened up martial arts academies. I got married, got divorced, had kids, and all of these things that won tournaments, coached tons of people to win to win tournaments, had national champions under me in the kids divisions, trained with some of the best in the world, and honestly, like some of those things were amazing. Were amazing. The process of those things was amazing. The problem was when it was results based, when I had like a specific goal in mind that I wanted to reach, once I reached that goal, it never felt as good as I thought it would, honestly. All the games that I would play with myself were based on either punishment for not doing or reward for getting it done. And honestly, when I switched my mind to a process based approach, where this is just what I do every day, this is my practice. Sometimes I add new practices, sometimes I take away practices depending on the season, depending on what I'm doing, what I'm looking to accomplish in terms of direction, in terms of process, in terms of goal, some skill sets. I'm learning skill sets. I'm getting entrenched in the process, not getting stuck on the result, the black belt, the sale of the company, but or even millions in the bank. No, just the process. Like, what is your KPI? What is your measuring point? Um, what are you measuring for? What are you measuring for? And I know these are like a few ideas in here. There's the idea of the infinite game versus the finite game, which is a game that has an ending, right? That's one idea. The second idea we're talking about is becoming process based over results based. Like not looking for a result, just engulfing yourself in the process. That has a lot to do with the infinite game, but also the finite games that you might play too. The process, if you find the right process and you really immerse yourself in it, it's very likely that you'll get a result, the result, a bigger result. I don't know, some result. I'm just looking for better, right? And then the third idea in this is just doing it because you enjoy doing it as opposed to doing it because you're going to reward yourself or doing it because if you don't, you're going to punish yourself. Like those are two very, very like over pressed on buttons in the entrepreneurial community and the high performance community that I see every single day, that people are burning out, they're overwhelmed, they're stressed out, they're anxious, they're stiff, they're in pain, they have sleep problems, um, they have digestive issues, they have libido issues, they have marital issues, they have relational issues, they have issues with self worth and thinking that they're not good enough. They have issues with not feeling safe. They have a lot of like issues. And some of those issues come from, on a bigger picture, some of the games that we choose to play or not play. But this is just as you're doing the healing, as you're working on your wounds, as you're healing, things will start to come up and you can reflect on these thoughts in terms of the games that you play in terms of the practice that you practice, the life that you practice. Life is a practice. Life is a practice. You get to enjoy your practice. You get to really love on yourself. This is a practice of self-love. This journey of life, it's really like a journey of love. We get to love on ourselves, and infinite games, process-based thinking or process-based focus, and 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 just loving what you do versus uh, like rewards and punishments. Those are the keys to self-love. Like you can reward yourself whenever you want. Like you don't need a carrot or a stick anymore. At a higher level, you don't need it. You just got to enjoy what you do. You figured out what you do, enjoy it, love it. What's the thing that you would rather do the most in the world? Do it. What's the next thing you'd rather do? Do it. Enjoy it. All right.